Hi everyone, Hibba here, back with some more DIYs. I found this really cute box my friend gave me for my birthday. And it's like a manifestation kind of box. This box I think my friend's intention was to put, I think it's like, you can put like manifestation stuff in it, which is really cute. So you can paint it really nicely and then like put healing crystals. What are my healing crystals? Whoa! I have this whole like tray of healing crystals, so you can kind of mix like little notes and little manifestation thingies. And I really thought it'd be a really good idea to have this box for the new year, because I'm filming this in December. So maybe doing like a list of things you want to happen or achieve in 2020, and then you can look at the box maybe at the end of the year or something and see which ones came true. I feel like it's a really fun idea. Anyway, I shall keep us here no longer. So, let's do this thing.
Okay, so I am starting by mixing some white acrylic paint with some bright pink, and I'm going to use that as the base. I decided to not fully mix in the two colours together so that it's kind of flecks of different colours kind of mixed together. I use a lot of white initially because it creates quite a nice base for when I want to build up other colours. As you can see, I've added purple, and I'm going to speed through this because it takes quite a long time, but I just keep doing kind of lines across, and I've added some flecks of blue, and it's really effective at just kind of putting different colours on different parts of the wide brush so that you get these streaks of different colours and shades and tones. So now I'm painting the sides, and just make sure that the paint doesn't build up on the edges because then it gets all lumpy. And make sure you're not painting the box shut either. And then I'm just going over adding more colours because I can't help myself. I just love to keep adding. I chose to paint over the metal. I really like the look of the whole box being the same colour. I was too lazy to paint the base, so I'm just kind of painting everything other than the base. So this is what the outside looks like. I really love the different flecks of stripes, and in the middle you've got the pretty kind of greener tones, and I like that I kind of kept the stripy theme on the inside. And then I got a toothbrush with white acrylic paint and a tiny bit of water, and I just flick it on to create a speckled kind of starry kind of effect. And the more water you add, the more splodgy the dots are. The less water, the more kind of speckled it is. I like to put less water so that it's really nice and you can really see that bold white speckled vibe. Now I'm starting on the clouds, and with the clouds I use quite a dry brush with not too much paint to start off, and you want it to give that fluffy effect. So the top of the clouds are more white, and then the kind of underneath bits are just a bit more faint, and I just keep building up the top white bit, and then you just find like the white starts to kind of spread down. So I don't really fully paint white directly on the under bit of the cloud because I really like the idea of the bottom kind of dispersing and being a bit like dusty and fluffy looking rather than bold. So once I have done the top layer of the cloud, you can kind of wait for that to dry a bit, and then just build up a little bit more of that lighter kind of effect underneath. And I use kind of like a drier brush, and I just keep fluffing it out and blending it.
Little.
So on the other side I wanted to do two clouds, so I let the top cloud dry a tiny bit, and then I added another bold white cloud underneath, and you can still see the differentiation. Then I continue to add more clouds around the whole box. So this is the final result. I'm not sure why I didn't show how I painted the stars and the moon, but I just used a fine liner paintbrush and used white acrylic to add those little details. So now, as you can see, these are some artworks, and I did them the other day, and for some reason I have made the decision that I'm going to cut them up. So I'm using these as the card to write all of my affirmations and my things that I want to manifest, and just anything I want to come out of 2020. That's what I'm going to write on the back of these. So just write away, and obviously these things can be very personal, private to you. So I'm not really going to show everything that I wrote because I want to keep them special and more for myself. I used rainbow gel pens, which is extra cute and extra fun. And I did a different colour for each thing that I wanted to write. And now I'm just cutting them out, and I'm just cutting them so that they fit in there. But also, if you want, you can just fold them in half. They don't need to be put in flat. And I use these cute moon and star hole punches to add some detail. I didn't do them very well, but I just thought it would be a fun additional touch. To not waste the little pieces of card that were punched out, I just threw them in there, and the moons are actually completely done wrong, and they're just little pieces of moon, but hey, why not? I'm just gonna put them all in. So now I have these crystals that I want to put in the box for that extra touch of magic. So I've got selenite and red jasper and kyanite, and I'm spraying them with a sage lavender spray just to kind of cleanse the energy of the crystals. And you can use incense or burn sage. I was just being lazy and I found that spray. And then I'm also adding some dried flowers. I just think adding some nature in there is quite nice. Sometimes I'm like, is a dead flower really good energy? But you know what, I think it is. I think it's nicer to reuse flowers and throw them away. And that's it. I'm decided I was done. You can obviously add more things and do more rituals with your box, but I was really happy with the final result, and I'm excited to put that on my table.
Hi everyone, so that was the tutorial. I'm really freaking out about having crisps in my teeth because my battery died on here and it's about to die again. So annoying. So I was eating moustache Cheetos whilst I was waiting for the battery to charge so I can film this last bit. But this is the final box. It's the final result, and I'll probably put it somewhere on my table, maybe around here, around there, by the plants. And I'm really excited to see what happens. I think regardless of what happens, I feel like I have some goals and direction for the new year. In addition to that, it's kind of made me feel more uplifted. It's kind of made me excited, more driven, just seeing these goals written down and done in a really pretty way with all the different colour pens and papers. And yeah. And I think I'm going to film another part to this video just to explain kind of just like a run through of my 2019 and what I learned. And no one may be really interested in that, but I feel like I really need to do that in order to have that clean kind of slate for the new year. And yeah, I feel like there'll be something quite therapeutic and cleansing to do that. So following up will be a video of me just explaining my wild 2019 to do with maggots and breakups and surgery and yeah, to say the least. Oh, ceiling falling, everything. So I think I'm gonna do a story time because it's been, yeah, bonkers. And another thing that I wrote in the box was I really want to just keep YouTubing, and I just really hope I can show you guys more DIYs because I've been DIYing since I was a kid and I feel like I'm not really sharing that with anyone, and I feel the whole kind of theme behind everything I do is create to escape, and it's not escaping your life specifically, it's more just having that sense of escapism in a positive way so that you can just have a breather from life and refresh yourself. So I really hope that I can get more of these videos out for you guys, because I think it's like a proper therapy to use your creativity to create these lovely things. Please let me know what videos you want me to do next, and please do subscribe if you like my DIYs or are looking forward to more DIYs. I really want to do like a DIY to kind of do this wall. So I think I might do that, kind of like a video on filling up this white space, perhaps. And yeah, let me know if you have any ideas, thoughts, leave stuff in the comments, subscribe and join the crew so we can all interact and be buddies. And yeah, so anyway, goodbye until next time. I just disturbed Marvin from his sleep. He hates me. Do you hate me? I'm sorry.